in 5 weeks, I lost 3.8 pounds, 1.4% body fat, and I lost 4¼ inches off my entire body. Getting back into a really regimented schedule with my food, and honestly working with everybody in the group, that was awesome. Everybody was really supportive of one another, so that was fantastic. Hi, I'm Allie Rudy.
And you just finished the 5-week CrossFit Jungle Gym Nutrition Challenge. Why did you sign up for that?
After I had my daughter, I had really bad postpartum for about 6 months, and a big part of that was really about me and my body composition. I had worked my way up to a really good body composition prior to having her, and then once I had her, I was really sick throughout. So I had actually lost a lot of weight, but then towards the very end, because I had to be induced and I had a lot of complications, they had to devour me with liquids, and I was really, really swollen, and that actually stayed on me for quite some time. So I struggled. My daughter's 2.5 now, so I really struggled with getting that last little bit of weight off. That was kind of a part of my postpartum depression. So I actually joined CrossFit, and then specifically for the challenge to really get me to my goal, that's why I joined.
Yeah, awesome. And so we had some progress, and I know we're not exactly where you want to be yet, but tell us a little bit about your success over the last 5 weeks in the challenge.
So halfway, I was jumping for joy. I was down 6.6 pounds, and the struggles that I kind of went through, just in terms of, I have a very intense and busy job, just like I know a lot of our members here do, but it's always grab and go. I'm a mom, my husband's a fireman, so I don't have him a lot of the time. So it was just really trying to make sure I had something that was super healthy to grab and go, to throw in the tray if I had to get up and go. But that was the biggest struggle. But on the other hand, it was really easy. I'm a generally healthy person. I do know how to eat. It was great because I was able to really get back into my healthy habits again.
Yeah, and so we talked about this previously, about like how you're already a pretty healthy eater. What did you find was like the biggest difference between the healthy eating you were doing before and what we did in the challenge? What was the difference that helped us make some progress here?
Definitely cutting out any snacking. I mean, my daughter, she actually also eats very healthy because I try to instill that in her, but she does. We have the goldfish at home, we have animal crackers, my husband, he likes to snack on like Doritos and stuff. But like as I would pour my daughter snacks, I would, throw a couple handfuls of goldfish in my mouth, and that would be a couple times a day or what have you. So even though my meals were pretty balanced, I know how to cook very balanced, it was the snacking in between. So now I just, even throughout the challenge, if I was pouring a goldfish and I was like, let me just have 2, and I switched to veggies, because I was like, all right, this is like gonna manage my craving, but I'm gonna switch to my veggies for a full snack.
Yeah, awesome. I think that speaks to every parent out there. I know it speaks to me, like, so we had some of the results, right? Some weight loss, we had some body composition change. Was there any results that you noticed that maybe we wouldn't have, like as your coaches, wouldn't have noticed? Like, is there anything that wasn't on the piece of paper that we just finished that was like, I noticed my clothes fit better, or I sleep better, or something like that?
I definitely noticed that my clothes fit better. Yeah, the sleep was a big component for me because, like I said, like my job, it's very high stress, keeps me up late at night oftentimes. So I've been trying to really get myself into bed, by 10 o'clock so I can fall asleep by 11 and try to get the full 7 hours. And even if I can't immediately get 7 hours, I'll throw my daughter in bed with me in the morning when she wakes up, and I go back to sleep just so that I can make sure that I'm really pretty well rested.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool. Obviously there's a ton of obstacles that keep people from having success, but what was the biggest obstacle that you faced that the challenge helped you overcome?
So probably I had, when I first started CrossFit, I was working out at least 6 days a week. And that's why I was so frustrated, because I was working out. But then, like, as I joined CrossFit, because the workouts are more intense than what I was doing, I would be a little bit more lax, and I would only work out like 4 or 5 days a week, 3 days here and then a couple days running on my own. Then as the winter started to come, it would really cut down, like maybe 4 days a week, but the challenge forced me to like just do something every day. So I actually found myself doing something 7 days a week. There were a couple weeks in the challenge where I could only do 6 days, but 6 is still better than 4, so
yeah.
that helped
Awesome.
me focus on that.
It's good to hear. What do you think were the top contributing factors, part of the challenge or not, that helped you be successful?
The group, definitely the group. So my really good friend Jess came and joined CrossFit. I made her, and her and I discussed doing the nutrition challenge together, and having her, 'cause she comes over a lot during the week or on the weekend. Usually it would be coming over to have wine, but it was nice because we just subbed that out, and we would have hot tea at night together and hang out, and we would always text each other and exchange messages. Nicole Bruno, towards the end when we had the other challenge to, make the promise and have the contract, that was nice because I got to kind of text with her and become friendly with her, and we would also talk about things. Kimberly too, like in class, we would see each other a lot, and we would just talk about the nutrition challenge and keeping each other on track.
Yeah, awesome. If there's anybody else that was in the same shoes as you, 5 weeks ago, and they were considering either joining the challenge or just changing their nutrition, what would you say to them? Like, what?
Do it. You will feel better. Sometimes you may not get like the total progress that you want. I mean, again, it's 5 weeks, so the fact that I did all that in 5 weeks, even though, like you said, it's not necessarily in terms of the pounds that I lost, but I did lose the body fat, and I'm going to continue down this road. So, I recommend that you do it, whether it's you joining the nutrition challenge here, where you do have the support. It's a lot easier, I think, if you have the support than doing it on your own, even though I feel like I can do that. So it was better for me to have a group.
Great. Oh, good job, Allie.
Thanks.